Hello, hello! Welcome back to the Plodalong! Oh, I can't believe it's been a year. Well, it hasn't been quite a year, but
because we did little catch-ups.
Yeah, and it's a bit earlier. But yeah, let us know if you are here. We want to hear from you. Ariane was here a bit early. We love nerds, Ariane. We love nerds.
And we love Ariane because she's lovely.
And we love Ariane. So that is good. We've got Roz. Hi, Roz. So yeah, we're going to be talking about the Women's Prize for Non-Fiction long list, which came out yesterday at 6 o'clock. As you can imagine, me, Charlie and Alice were very excited. There was a lot of chat going on before the long list dropped, and then as soon as it dropped, there was like radio silence as we all frantically checked the library. So yeah, we're going to be talking about the 16 books, and we want your opinions on the 16 books as well. So let's have a look what I start off with. So prediction results. So as you may or may not know, myself, Alice and Charlie all did prediction videos for the non-fiction list. Charlie's like, what? She didn't realise I'd put this in until now, I don't think.
I don't mind. No, I don't mind at all. I will go first. I will say I was the one that came in last. I got 2. So I was really tough.
Charlie, which 2?
I predicted, I think one that we all 3 predicted, which is Doppelganger. And then I also predicted How to Say Babylon by Sophia Sinclair. So yeah. I was happy with that. I was genuinely happy with that. I didn't think I'd even get one. So I was like, yes.
I was genuinely pleased to get any. I thought it was so difficult. There's so much non-fiction out there, even though there's less non-fiction by women, there was still so much. And just didn't know how to narrow the field down at all. So I'm impressed.
How many did you get then, Alice?
Yes,
I got 3.
Yeah, 3. So you did.
I did Doppelganger.
Yeah.
Wifedom.
Yes.
And what's the other one? Eve by Kat Bohannon.
Yes. And just to show off a bit, I got 4.
This is why she's put it as the first title.
That's the one that
Oh dear. So I guessed Eve, Doppelganger, How to Say Babylon, and the one about the Philippines.
People.
The killing one. Some people need killing.
I get 5.
You did Some People Need Killing.
And you definitely did the dictionary people.
Did I get? Let me check my list.
Maybe you didn't predict Doppelganger.
No, I did.
I'm sure you did. No, I'm sure you did.
So dictionary people, Eve. Some People Need Killing. How to Say? I got 5.
Whoa!
Whoa! Even more smug now.
Kudos.
I know, but this is probably like where I peak, and then when the fiction comes out, I'll get 0.
No, I don't believe that.
But you still get the bragging rights for this one.
Yeah, I'll take them till the 5th of March.
Non-fiction is even harder. I think non-fiction is even harder.
Definitely.
Oh, we've got the lovely Zach here. Hi, Zach. Hi. Elizabeth, great to see you back with a new Plodalong. Thank you. We're so excited, and we're delighted to have you all.
We've got our Plodders back.
I know, excited. I'm glad you're excited, Roz. You can probably tell we're excited. The lovely Ben is here. We plodding. We sure are. And I think we're going to need to plod to get through this long list.
Yeah.
We'll be plodding for about 10 years. We've got the lovely Sarah from Your True Shelf. Hi, lovelies. Look forward to watching this later. Can't stay now as have guests. Very much looking forward to hearing your thoughts. That's fine. Lots of people have lives on a Friday night. It's just me, Alice, and Charlie. No,
we'll catch you later, Sarah.
This is our life.
And this is going to be our life for the next few months.
Yeah, Ben, yes, I did get 5. I did get 5. I'm a winner.
We need to make you a badge.
Jack's here. Hi, Jack.
I do want a badge. I'm going to wear one for the next plod.
I think you need to.
Have you got a badge like No, have any of your children been 5? So you can have a 5.
Well, Charlie will be 5 in July, so I could buy it early.
Yeah, and wear it for the
walk around, and then when we go to our booktuber meetup, you'll be walking around with your big 5 badge.
Exactly. Hello, Jack. Oh, the lovely Kate is here. There were some real surprises on the list. Yes, agree.
I have not heard of.
Oh, Jennifer's just back from work. What a brilliant way to spend your Friday evening with us, Jen.
Times.
Claire is waving. We're waving back. Jack started Doppelganger despite having 5 other books on the go. And Jack doesn't usually get sucked in to prizes. So, we've obviously had a bad influence. And the lovely Jen, the librarian, is here. Hello, day. So, what is the next topic of conversation? Initial thoughts on the long list. Alice, do you want to kick off?
Yeah, I was really excited. One, because between us, we actually guessed some of them, right? And we didn't just all guess the same ones as well. So that was really exciting. But it's always exciting when there's stuff coming up that you haven't heard on anyone's predictions, isn't there? So when they started off and it was All That She Carried first, I think I was like, oh yeah, I did hear that on someone's predictions. And then the second one, I was like, I've never heard of this. This is amazing. What's this book? Let me look it up. So very excited. I think there's a really interesting mixture of different topics. Some possibly that don't appeal to me, but vast majority is stuff that I would definitely give a go to or be interested to learn more about.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
Very exciting.
I was just very excited by it. I think there's a really good variety, like you said. And they're not all super long. Obviously, there are quite a few long ones, but there's also quite a few short ones. So I think there's, I think it's a good mixture. I'm excited to dive in.
Yeah, I'd echo really. I was surprised at the length of some of these.
Yeah,
and we will talk about that a little bit, I suppose, in a minute. But I like a long book, but a long non-fiction is quite a commitment, right? So
and it does more intimidating,
yeah. I mean, you know what we didn't do? We didn't add up the whole page number for the long list. How many pages the whole long list?
That would be.
I reckon it's quite.
I do have a list. I can put it into a calculator if you wish.
Are you ready, guys, for the page number calculator?
Alice, add in.
Am I doing it?
Do it, Alice. And
are we allowed to say what we're surprised wasn't on there? Because obviously, in terms
I have a banner for that, Lick.
Oh, okay.
Surprising omissions.
Mary Beard has got to be the biggest one, I think, isn't it?
Mary Beard, yeah. I was pretty surprised by that.
That's the biggest one, I think we will.
And Natalie Haynes.
Yeah, Natalie Haynes.
Surprise for me. I thought she was bound to be on it.
Yeah, me
she
too.
Wasn't. So I was quite sad, especially because I've already started reading it in anticipation, and then I was wrong. I got 5 right, and one of the ones that wasn't right is the one that I started reading. Claire likes the idea of thunderclap. Which one is that?
Oh, it's the one about the artist, isn't it?
Yeah. And apparently it's very aesthetically pleasing. I think it's meant to be sort of hand-sized and palm-sized, and it's very, apparently it's very, as you open it, it's very beautiful. There's it's a very beautiful book apparently as well.
Oh, that's interesting. Maybe that's one to read physically then. But
right, it's possible I didn't input every single number because you know what I'm like with numbers. As we recently discovered on a different live, I cannot compute. But I make it 6,712 pages if you read the whole long list.
That's a lot, right? That's quite chunky.
Big page count.
Yeah. I don't think I'll be getting through that whole long list.
Sorry.
Ben said he's excited by it, but doesn't read any.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Ben is definitely more of a fiction reader, I feel. I just get excited by any kind of book list. It doesn't matter. Like the Waterstones Children's Book Awards came out like last week, and I've already like requested all of the picture books from the library. So yeah. Oh, Kelly's here. Hello, Kelly. That's why I've been excited about this prize. A good mix of things and some fascinating sounding books. Yeah. Doppelganger and Some People Need Killing were already on my TBR.
Fabulous.
Yeah. I do think there's something for everyone in this list. It's pretty broad, isn't it, in the topics that it's covering?
I'm sure there must be something for everybody.
Yeah.
If everybody was to just pick one to read, I think that you could please most people, probably.
Yeah, I think so too. We've got Angelo. Ariane, seems like a good mix, but I would have liked to see some disability representation.
I think the same thing, actually, Ariane, honestly. Because the one I was particularly like, we're saying about things that were missing. The one, what was that book I put on my zigzag? Got it. Sorry, you keep talking.
I guess some of it will depend a bit on what was submitted as well, because I know when I was looking, there were plenty of books by women, but the pool is a lot smaller than if you look at fiction, right? So I didn't come across any really that were disability rep. Obviously, you found one, Charlie, but
the Polly Atkin one, that was, and I tried again the sample of that last night, and it sounds so good. So hopefully it'll appear in a different prize. Like, obviously it doesn't mean it's going to miss out completely for all the prizes. Like, hopefully it will get an acknowledgement somewhere.
Absolutely. The lovely Roz from Scully Jangling About the Books is here, and looking forward to Thunderclap. I would actually say it's probably one of the ones I'm least interested in, just because I don't really like art.
I am quite interested in that one, I think.
That's sort of middle of my pack. I'm like,
I've reserved it from the library. I'm that interested. And also it's quite short. I do like a short book.
Short is good. Good. Jack also championing, yes, Thunderclap.
It's good that lots of people are saying it, aren't they? So clearly, so it must be something about it.
And I don't think it's just about art. It sounded like there was quite a lot of other stuff in it, though I can't think of it off the top of my head.
Yeah, the byline is a memoir of art and life and sudden death. So the sudden death bit intrigues me.
Of course it does. Those words, death anywhere.
Is it a father-daughter relationship that is?
Oh, is it?
I think I don't know. I'm not sure.
Because it does say memoirs, and it's under the like hashtag memoirs autobiography kind of thing in my zigzag. So it says,
might be one of those ones that I leave to see other people read it, and then if everyone raves about it, then it will bump up my list a bit. Ariane, how can anyone read the long list and the fiction long list in time for the winner?
I don't think you could, no.
Oh man, it'd be pretty impossible, wouldn't it? That's why I was a bit annoyed that they've overlapped them, because it's just you just can't read.
Yeah, we'll just be sampling. We'll each be picking the cream of the crop, won't we? And then we can still read them throughout the year. Like, I feel like with this non-fiction one, especially, I feel like this is going to be like a project for the year rather than like that's even my way of looking at it.
Yeah, even if you just took this list, we've got less than 6 months to like read 6,000 pages of non-fiction. Some of it probably quite heavy non-fiction. Like, that's not gonna add up, is it, with reading 16 fiction books as well?
Non-fiction, I feel like you need to take more time over. Well, I know obviously all books we take time over, but especially I feel like with non-fiction, you do, don't you? Well, I do like to sort of like read it in little bits.
I would imagine that some people's approach to non-fiction is more to read, like, sometimes non-fiction books are books you dip into and out of, aren't they? Like, you read it over a longer period of time, or you read like a chapter a week or a chapter a month. I don't know. Depends on the book, I guess.
I find that I need like a break between them, so I need some like fiction in, but like at least 2 or 3 fiction in between the non-fiction, because when I read non-fiction for the BookTube prize, was it last year before, I found that really difficult reading back-to-back non-fiction.
That's interesting.
It broke my brain.
I wouldn't normally naturally do that. I would like naturally read back-to-back non-fiction either. So
yeah.
Let us know how you read your non-fiction. Do you read it back-to-back? Do you read it bit by bit? Tell us.
Kelly, I'll focus on the 6 that are in common with the non-fiction BookTube prize. Oh, which 6 are in common?
I have to go look.
I'm pretty sure Eve is on there. I think Thunderclap is on there.
Yeah.
Wifedom, Doppelganger, All That She Carried, and the Dictionary People. No? I might be wrong. That's just from memory.
That's a very good memory, if that is true.
It's probably not, though. So, Jen is excited for all of them, so I'll probably attempt to give them all a go. That is quite an undertaking, Jen. Though Jen is very good at DNFing, so if they're rubbish, she'll spin them off, I'm sure. Jennifer loves books, most interested in the Dictionary People, but can't access it from the library. There's about 5 that I want to read, but can't find any at either of my libraries. That's rubbish.
Yeah, my library doesn't have any, but I'm hoping that they'll obviously start to trickle in, like
Yeah,
on the
there's loads.
Yeah,
I was really spoilt for choice. I think between me and my mum, because I've accidentally got my mum really overexcited about this prize as well. She was like, I wasn't going to get involved, and now I've got involved. So between us, I think we've reserved 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 that we've reserved, and I'm sure that there was at least 2 more that were available at the library or will be available when they're out.
Yeah.
Well, you guys will be able to give us all the thoughts on them then, won't you?
I doubt we'll be able to read them over this time period.
I bet your mum will. We'll have to get Alice's mum.
Yeah, Jane, we love you, Jane. If you're watching, Jane, we love you.
Tell us all the information, Mum, please.
Exactly. Actually, it's probably a good moment to mention that 3 of the 16 are not yet released.
Yes.
So we've got Intervals by Marianne Brooker, which is coming out on the 28th of Feb. Then Code Dependent, which is 28th of March.
Right at the end of the window.
And when was the shortlist announced?
Is it the 5th of March?
I'll go have a look.
I think it was the 5th.
Isn't that the long list for fiction?
I thought it was the 3rd.
Sorry, that is the long list for fiction. Yeah. I'm answering a different question.
The short list for the non-fiction is the 27th of March.
So the day before that.
No one can read that before the shortlist is announced.
And the winner is obviously the 13th of June, but that's the same for the fiction as well, obviously.
Yeah, and Vulture Capitalism is the 14th of March. That's such a shame that book is not going to be released before the shortlist.
Do you think they'll rush it out? Because I'm sure with Prophet Song on the Booker, they brought that out before it was due out.
I hope so, because otherwise it feels quite unfair to that author.
Or does that mean that they've got a shoe in? That's another way. Does that mean that they're like for sure going to be listed? Because does it? I don't know.
I wouldn't say any of it's for sure, but
no. But
if that author doesn't get shortlisted, they're going to miss out on quite a lot of like PR from influencers. Do you know what I mean?
Sounds like a really interesting book as well. Isn't it about AI?
Yeah, it sounds really good. It does sound really good. So, Oh, Roz is also interested in Eve. I'm really interested in that one. That's pretty high up my list.
I think that might have some it does discuss a little bit like a few queer elements, because I was listening to the sample of it and I'm sure it said it was. I don't know whether I'm right or not, but it sounded quite an inclusive book, like how it was talking about things like I can't speak actual words. Yeah, so
words are hard on a Friday night, Charlie. It's fine.
They're hard every day for me. So.
And I think, although it's one of the chunkiest books, I believe it's got like pictures and diagrams and stuff in it.
Yes. That's another one with pictures.
I haven't actually looked at it myself, but I saw it, I think, on Louise Savage's reaction. She was unboxing the books.
Oh, did they get all the books again? So unfair. I want all the books.
It's quite a hefty pile, I think.
Oh, there's your mum. I just see your mum up here. Hey.
Oh, dear.
Jack, interested in Eve and intervals. I think Eve is going to be a favourite actually for people. I think a lot of people are going to head to that. And intervals also sounds really, really good. Yeah. And I believe, shout out to this author for following
we love her.
for following the Women's Prize Plodalong Instagram page. So Marianne, if you're watching,
we love you.
You're already at the top of our pile when your book is published. Is there any LGBTQ rep?
That's what I was saying. I don't know in terms of author identities or like it doesn't appear so in terms of topics. Like I said, I think there was something mentioned when I heard a sample of Eve, but it wasn't really. I don't think it wasn't like a huge part of it, but it was like sounding gender inclusive. I think when it was talking about the themes that it was talking about.
Yeah, you would expect it to cover themes like that.
Well, you don't ever know though, do you? Because but yeah, I think but that one does. I think, but yeah.
Good point though, Jen. That's a bit.
Yeah, it is a good point. Yeah.
Oh, BJ's here. Hello from Alabama. Hello. All of the bits are not yet. All of them. No way.
Yeah. And I know, like I said, across because of one of lovely Jotsna, I don't know, Jots is probably asleep, but she lives in India, and she said in India they're not available, as I was saying to you guys. Yeah, so I don't know how internationally available a lot of them are.
Yeah, interesting. Ariane, I'm committing to reading 3, but one of those 3 isn't available in the US until June. Which 3, Ariane?
Yes, tell us now.
Can't tempt us with that, and then not tell us which ones. And it's also about
that's what I thought about Thunderclap. Yeah.
And the dramatic death of okay, I'm actually that does sound quite good now. I just read art and I was like, no.
That's on its way to me from the library, and I'm quite excited about that one.
Jack was surprised they overlapped them. Yeah, it would have made sense to have non-fiction as an autumn-winter prize to offset fiction. I agree. We don't have anything in winter, really.
Other than the Booker, but it just, even then, it's sort of late.
Well, the Booker finishes in what?
November.
November?
Yeah.
So you could have something over like that November through to February. I mean, the Nero obviously is that period now, but that's the only other prize. I mean, we've got the blooming, what is it? The Walter Scott is next week. Then we've got the International Booker on the 11th.
International Booker before we know it.
So yeah, they like, come on, give us a chance. Give us a chance to read these guys. Yeah, good point. I agree. Claire, the painting the goldfinch,
which featured in the Donna Hart book, the goldfinch, which I haven't read.
I haven't read that either because it's massive.
I really want to read it, but it's so big.
It is
National
really
Book
big.
Award. Oh wow! Oh, that's ages ago. Oh yeah, because someone said it got a re-release in the UK, so it's been republished in the UK.
Actually, I saw Greg from Supposedly Fun mention that when he was doing his reaction. So that is interesting.
Yeah.
Oh.
How to Say Babylon.
Oh, okay. How to Say Babylon was a while ago. I usually have at least one non-fiction book on the go, and they can take quite a bit of time. Yeah, it took about 6 months to get through a pay last year. Yeah. I think especially if they're like a heavy, dense topic, like Empire of Pain, a lot of detail. Yeah. Such a great book, but it's a lot.
And you wouldn't want to rush that, would you? You wouldn't want to rush that.
And I can't lie, not even a dense non-fiction. I've been listening to Jane Austen at home on and off since July, and I only just finished it. But to be fair, I did stop it for multiple other fiction audiobooks in between.
I think I'm going to be I'm going to hope to listen to the prize, majority of the prize on audio, because I just think I love non-fiction on audio anyway. I always feel that you get something extra out of it. So yeah, that's how I'm hoping to consume it. Even though the ones with the picture books, I'm like, oh, if I can try and take the
non-fiction. Sometimes I find that I can't take it in properly when I'm listening to it.
Yeah,
but other ones are fine.
Yeah, it depends on the narrator, I guess.
And the topic as well. Sometimes you like you need to be able to like absorb it fully.
Yeah, and have the words to visualize it. Yeah.
Ben saying the ones he's most interested in are Doppelganger, How to Say Babylon, Thunderclap, Some People Need Killing, best title on the long list. Agree. That's why I put it on my prediction. It sounds so good. I'm really looking forward to that. That's probably going to be the first one I head to. Some People Need Killing or How to Say Babylon.
Oh, that was one of the ones that isn't available in my library.
It is on Everand though, so if anyone else has Everand,
they're both available, aren't they? The three that are available on Everand are How to Say Babylon, Some People Need Killing, and what was the other one? The Tia Miller.
Yeah, the
all that she carried.
All that she carried. Yeah.
They just got balloons.
Yeah.
I don't know how.
What?
Did you not just see the balloons?
Yeah, Charlie had balloons. He did this.
I don't know what happened.
It made balloons.
Yeah, Charlie.
I don't know, my hand it probably just happened.
Charlie has a magical computer that makes her have graphics.
Just magical hands that give graphics, I think.
Remember when I got the fireworks? That was my favourite thing. Anyway.
I know, that was like
that one.
I can't do it now. Oh dear. Maybe code dependent and a flat place too. So Ben, you're just adding more and more books to your TBR here, mate. Jack, How to Say Babylon looks great. Yeah, it is on everyone. Yeah. It was good. I bought an arc off eBay and ordered it in time for the World Cup readathon. Nice. Jane, aka Alice's awesome mum, is here.
Yeah, aka the legend.
I like non-fiction, but depends on size of print. Yeah,
that's another thing as well. Because I hate it when they do tiny print. Oh,
sure, twanging. So I'm going to let Alice decipher what twanging is.
Twanging is my mum's word for DNF. So if she doesn't like a book, it will get twanged.
I love that so much. I never heard about twanging until you guys.
I think that's a much better term than DNF. Much better. Cage dependent does look really interesting. Agree. We'll listen to some of these on 2 times to be able to get through more. This looks like I can't listen to non-fiction that fast because my brain will explode. Or
you must have an amazing brain. My brain couldn't take it.
I can't listen to fiction that fast.
No, I can't.
Not unless the narrator's really slow.
Yeah.
Ariane,
I want to read Shadows at Noon. All that she can.
I want to read as well, Ariane.
So Shadows at Noon, we've been discussing.
Big commitment.
It's massive. It's like 850 pages, and there's no audiobook available as of yet. But me and Charlie was saying, and I think Ariane, you might be in the group as well.
She is.
We're reading A Suitable Boy by Vikram Seth in a group read at the moment, and I think it would go really well with that book because it's about the history of Asia, isn't it?
Yeah, so I think I might read Vikram Seth and then head to it in the summer. That's my plan. That's my goal.
Yeah, it does sound great though. And I almost feel like I'm being challenged, so it makes me want to read it more. Alice is like, for God's sake, Gemma.
I'm going to go ahead now and say I'm probably least likely to get to Shadows at Noon.
Fair enough.
I just, you know how easily I'm put off a book by size, but also I'm not convinced I'm that interested in the topic either.
Yeah.
That's just me. It is a really interesting topic if that's something you want to learn about, but I don't know if I do. Shame on me.
You don't know if you want to learn 850 pages of it.
No, I don't want to learn 860 pages.
I've already got Indian Summer on my Kindle, and obviously that talks about apartheid and other But I feel like with Shadows at Noon, it really goes into. Even though I know that obviously, they both do, but yeah. I feel like maybe I should read the Kindle one I've got first, but then what can you do?
No, because that hasn't been long listed for the women.
No, it hasn't. And also, Kindle books don't count for the TBR. So
yeah, Ben also commenting here on losing interest after seeing the size of the book.
Fair enough. But then we all said that about the Beasting, and it was like one of my favourites of the year. So I was like,
yeah, I still haven't got to that.
I don't think I'm going to get to that.
So
many people have said I like it, but it's huge.
Lots of comments today.
All that she carried is on Everend, Jack, I think. Yeah.
You what?
All that she carried on Everend as well, you said.
Yeah, it is, yeah. Elizabeth, looking forward to Young Queens. Yes. I do love a Queenie story, so
and it's like meant to be like, is there like a friendship between them as well? I don't know if this is true or not. I know it's about the Queens, but is there like
I can't remember which Queens it's about now.
It's about Catherine de Medici and Elizabeth de Valois and Mary Queen of Scots. So the only one of those that I know much about is Mary Queen of Scots. The other two are a bit hazy for me.
It says 3 queens exercising power in a world dominated by men. That sounds good.
It does sound good. It does sound good. We like that.
I'm guessing that'd be the reason why it's been tipped into the like history book spot on this list.
Yeah.
Oh, Ariane has just said
what?
that 200 pages of Thingamajig at Noon is index and notes. So
don't
really,
tell me that, Ariane. I'm going to need to buy it now.
650 pages, so we can crack on, Charlie.
So, when I go to London, I'm going to be like this.
I'm going to have to take the big bag for books.
The big one to carry home from London.
Even if I only got one book, I'd be happy if it was just that. To be
just
fair.
Buy that at the bookshop closest to your house, everybody. I don't advocate carrying books that break your back.
But if I bought that one, I'm less likely to buy loads of other ones.
Yeah, that's what I think.
You say that now.
Yeah, that's not actually true. That's not how this works.
Look, let me live in my fantasy world.
You know when you bought that book that Charlie really loves, the one about the chocolate makers?
The 8 to Life, which is the best book ever. I love
Did you not buy about 5 other books at the same time?
Yes, did. Maybe 6 even.
In your backpack library.
Because there was no more room in my bag.
To be fair, half of that was me being responsible because I'd given you a few as well. So.
Exactly. See, it wasn't my fault.
Yeah, you can't turn away free books.
Oh dear. Ariane saying there are some available in the US because I saw them at the library. Oh, well, that's good. I've been reserving and saving titles like I have all the time in the world to read.
Yeah. Same.
That's the excitement, though, isn't it? That's what we all do. The hype.
I agree, Ben.
Have a joint winner ceremony and make a bigger thing of it. Yeah, I get that, but I would still like some more time, Ben.
Just a little bit more time.
They could have announced it in January to cheer us up in January, and we could have had like 6 months to read them.
But then maybe they thought no one would have enough money to buy the books in January. So they wait for everyone to have a first payday.
Okay, well, they need to do it in like November or something then. Give us 8 months to read it.
Yeah, we can ask for them all for Christmas.
Yeah.
We can still do that anyway. We can still read them. It's not like as soon as the prize finishes, we can't read them. We can all read them.
Once the prize is finished, these books are done.
That's nice.
These books are dead to me after June.
Jen would have moved on to 6 other new prizes before then.
I've still got the
Alfie Clark Award then, and then the Booker, which I'm not doing this year. I'm not doing the Booker this year.
No.
100% not doing it.
Yeah, I'm not doing the Booker this year either.
We believe you both.
Oh dear. Jack also loves non-fiction on audio. Yeah, it is good. I couldn't see
it on there because I saved it.
Yeah, it is. Maybe Jack, you've like over used it or something, and it will like show up next month. You know how like if you
sometimes it takes away
everyone it deletes them, but you can't always see every book, can you? If you've like it takes things off. So keep an eye, Jack. It'll pop up, I bet.
It's on the digital. It's not the audio though. It's the digital.
Yeah, the ebook.
I'm completely the same as Roz here. I've only just discovered that non-fiction is good on audio too. I'm with you, Roz.
Yeah. Never too late. It's true. Biography is particularly great on
especially when it's read by the person that's written it.
Oh, I loved strong female character on audio. That was so good.
Yeah, I would say if it's got a good narrator, that is true. But I think just because a person's written it doesn't make them a good narrator always.
Yeah,
I do think that's true
not.
for like fiction, but normally non-fiction, I feel like it can you got a higher rate, haven't you? Higher chance.
Although some authors, I'm not going to mention which author, but I would prefer somebody else to narrate their books so that I can enjoy them.
You can tell me later.
Oh, I feel like I should know the answer to that, and I don't know.
You do know the answer to that, but I'll tell you later.
I know I do, and I can't think what it is. Wondering why I have not got caught on with Everand. You need to.
Yeah.
I haven't got it, Ros, because I'm not allowed it because my TBR is too large.
It's the new script. It was what script. It's what script you would have So yeah.
Yeah, it's basically like a bookshop that you only pay for monthly.
When my TBR is really, really small, then I can have scripts, TBR, Everand, whatever.
It's so good.
That will never happen though.
Yeah. Shadows at Noon, 200 pages of index. Yeah. I love Everand. Recommend it yet. You can get a free trial, Ros. You can.
You can.
You can.
Like is it 2 or 3 months? Is it 3 months?
I think it's 3 months, and then whoever you get the code from gets a month free.
Okay.
So yeah.
Now I can help Kelly with this because it's listed at Doppelganger is listed as being 416 pages, which isn't that bad. It looks huge.
Yes.
Looks pretty big, but there's a load of notes here. It actually ends on page 348.
So that is maybe something to bear in mind with
you don't read the index.
I think this is going to be the case for all of these, actually. We can probably cut it down by 50 pages.
The print is reasonably readable and quite large.
That's good.
So
Ben, Young Queen sounds like House of the Dragon. What is House of the Dragon? What is that?
Isn't that the Game of Thrones prequel?
Oh, that one.
Is it?
Yeah,
might be wrong.
Yeah.
Might be wrong.
I don't think there's going to be any dragons in it though, Ben. But if there was, I would be more inclined to read it.
I don't. Yeah, I think that maybe. Yeah.
Oh, Zach, I'm afraid there's no sea creatures at all.
No, there isn't any sea creatures. That's something that's missing from this list. We didn't mention
that. Sea creature book among them.
But do we think there will be a pod equivalent in this list? One that everybody, or not everybody, but the vast majority of people dislike.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen with the non-fiction. I feel like non-fiction, like I said, I feel like because I went through all the Goodreads ratings on this as well, and I feel like at least this list is rated overall really, really high, and I think generally people rate non-fiction higher, so you know what your taste is rather than heading to a banger.
I think the only reason why people would dislike these books potentially is if they are trying to read like all of the books or try all of the books and try some about topics they don't actually feel at all interested in.
Yeah, don't force yourself to read things that you don't. It's good to try outside your comfort zone, but it's not good to force, is it?
Yeah. Are you ready for this, Charlie? Look, we will get you on the Booker hype train. Jennifer, you are so doing the Booker this year. Won't bother with the Booker. We can peer pressure them.
No, don't. I'm going to be like, no. I know that because I always my best books are always from the book. A lot of the time from the Booker as well. So as obviously as a surprise. So
yeah,
but no, I've got to be like, no.
I think you might be right, and I've listened to too many things on Everand. Yeah, you are safer with non-fiction as long as it's a topic you're drawn to. I think that's true. That's true. You're more likely to be forgiving if it's something you're interested in.
Yeah.
And I'm definitely more broad with fiction, I would say. Like I'll read pretty much anything fiction apart from romance. So
also, yeah, with non-fiction I must be quite picky because I've probably read like 13 non-fiction books last year compared to like.
And how many of those made your favourites? Did any of those make your favourites?
Yeah.
Because I always feel like I don't read as much non-fiction, but when I do it nearly always like creeps up.
Yeah.
Really?
Which is why this is it's the only prize I'm interested in, though I'll be sad not to see any pod-style reactions. I would expect never say never. Never say never.
And also, we've only got a couple of weeks till.
And don't worry, fiction list will be out soon, and there's bound to be something to divide
How
up.
many weeks into the fiction prize list?
Sorry?
How many weeks until the fiction?
Is it 3 weeks? It's on the 5th. 5th of March.
Yeah, but how many weeks is that? I don't know.
2?
3 weeks?
3? Yeah, 3.
That's crazy.
It is. It is.
So 3 weeks to soak up the non-fiction joy.
Long list favourites. What are like the 2 that you think will be your favourite from the whole
2?
Pick 2.
That is a tough shout saying 2. I picked because you said to make a shortlist. So okay, I'll have to pick.
We'll do the shortlist in a minute, but the 2 that you think will be your favourites.
I've got.
Right, I'm going to have to go with the dictionary people, because how can I not pick a book that's about words?
Fair.
My first one, I'm going to say. Oh, you say your second one.
No, I don't know my second one.
Okay, my first one I'll say is How to Say Babylon. How to Say Babylon. So say Babylon. No, some people need killing. Oh, I don't know. Maybe just there's other ones as well. I don't know.
I think my first one will be mattress sense. I can't even say the word, but I'm going to put that up there.
That's the one I least want to read of the whole list.
I'm gonna. I think How to Say Babylon and Some People Need Killing. Those will be the ones that I think will be my favourites.
Oh, and I'm going to say the other one will be one of these 2, because I was already quite drawn to them before we had the list.
Even though I do think Shadows at Noon would be, but I won't be able to get to it till later.
Out of these 2, as long as it's not too dry, I would say I think that this is the one that appeals to me more. Just because it's got like the books and author-y connection.
And you might get more out of it because you've read Julia, which is another thing we could once demonstrate.
I'm going to hide at the talk of Julia.
No, I know, but it does have links to that.
Gem will come for me, Charlie.
No, but it does have links to that book. So I feel like, especially because you have just read Julia, I feel like they could sing to each other and it could be listed. So.
Yeah,
and obviously.
I feel like we need to kick Alice off the group now because she didn't like Julia. It's just unacceptable.
Hi guys, it's been nice.
It's not worse than pineapple on pizza, though, is it? So...
I've been evicted from the Plodalong for hating on Julia. I didn't even hate it. I just thought it wasn't meh.
It was bottom of your list.
Yeah, but I read a lot of good books. And that was the only 3-star. And like 3 stars isn't I hate it, is it?
But what is it about wifedom that draws you in then, as opposed, because obviously it's about a similar sort of theme. What is it about that draws you, knowing about the Orwell connection?
What I think it is that I don't know. There's just something like
Alice does love a book about an author.
Yeah. You do.
And I feel like I've heard things like that she perhaps either helped or highly influenced Orwell's writing. And even though I don't love 1984, don't come for me. Didn't love 1984, but I did love Animal Farm. And those are the only 2 I've read, I'm afraid. But I just think that she might be a really interesting person who we've never heard anything about.
Yeah, that's fair.
She might be. She might be a really dull person. And I have to put the book in the bin.
Let's bang it.
We will have to wait and see.
What was your second one, Jem? Because you said
I think second would be vulture capitalism. Because who doesn't like to read about money and the fact that rich people have too much of it?
Honestly, that is the one. Like, I don't want to say anything bad about any of the books, but for me, if I had to twang one book without even reading it, that would be the one that I'd twang. Sorry, I'm so sorry.
So basically, I'll pick the one that Alice doesn't want to read and the one that you don't want to read as my 2 top books. And this is why non-fiction is so subjective.
We all like different things. This is why we're such good friends, because we can talk about different.
Yeah,
quite well.
Exactly. Ben saying it's 2 weeks on Tuesday till the fiction.
I'm so excited for the fiction one as well.
That's crazy.
Are we going to do it on the day? When's our reaction? Is it on the day or?
Yeah. Elizabeth, I think intervals will be hard because of the subject matter, but very moving by the time. Yeah, I'm really, really interested in that one.
What I think about with intervals is, because obviously we all know one of our universal books that the three of us loved was Maps of Our Spectacular Bodies, and the three of us were daunted in reading that, and then that was one of our favourite books. So I think intervals could actually, another one could be a favourite.
And it's only 200 pages. It's the shortest book on the list.
And she's the best author because she followed us on.
Yeah, our fave. We love her. Even if we hate the book, we're still going to love her.
We're not going to hate the book. We're going to love it.
Yeah.
Oh dear. Amelia just came home. What did I miss? Hi, Amelia.
You missed us. We're very excited.
We've just been waffling.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I'm leaving the Plodalong because I don't like the book Julia by whoever it is by.
Let us know as you guys are watching, which two books what did you say would be your favourites?
Which two are your top two?
What two are your top two? Let us know. We want to
I love the fact that twang has now become a word.
I love it.
Thanks, Mum.
But I'm disappointed that Ariane also wants to twang.
It could just be in the description, because I think as well it's like a title and a description like that can really have obviously, as we know with books. So
I don't know nothing yet, nor do we, mate. We're just winging it. It's fine. I'll defo read. Yes, thank you, Jack.
It's just like seems like a topic that would send me to sleep. Sorry.
Have to check the announcement now. Oh, Amelia.
We can tell her the announcement. We can tell them. They're not the announcement. We can tell you what books made it.
Oh, and Paris needs to check out the long list too. Who wants to do a quick run through of
them?
The long list. Go on, Charlie.
Let's do it.
We've got Intervals by Marianne Brooker, which is 200 pages. We've got Thunderclap by Laura Cumming, which is 272 pages. These are pages from Amazon, so if the pages aren't correct, I'm sorry. Shadows at Noon by Joya Chatterjee at 800 and, according to Amazon, 64 pages. We've got Wifedom by Anna Funda, 464 pages. Matrescence by Lucy Jones at 320 pages. How to Save Babylon by Sophia Sinclair at 352 pages. Some People Need Killing by Patricia Evangelista at 400 pages. Codependent, which isn't out yet. Also, I should say Intervals isn't out yet either. By can you say that name? Because I'm really, really rubbish with names.
Is it
Codependent? Madam.
I don't even know.
Magia.
And that is 320 pages. Eve by Kat Bohannon at 624 pages. The Britannias by Alice Albinia, who wrote Quinn, and she was like kind of like hotly. We thought she was going to be listed for the Women's Prize last year, I think. Anyway, either which way. At 490 pages. All That She Carried by Tia Mills at 416 pages. The Dictionary People by Sarah Ogilvie at 384 pages. Doppelganger by Naomi Klein at 416 pages. Vulture Capitalism, which is another one that's not out yet. And actually, I think that's the last one to come out on the 14th of March at 416 pages. A Flat Pace by Noreen Masood, which is 240 pages. That's actually quite a short one. And then Young Queens by Leah Redmond Chang at 512 pages.
Excellent work, Charlie. Excellent work. Roz is saying that if she read Vulture Capitalism, she'd just become angry. I feel like that is the same for me, but that's kind of why I want to read it, because I quite like getting angry.
Yeah, you do.
As we found out with our pineapple discussions last year. Oh dear.
Talking about pineapple.
Yeah. Vulture Capitalism and Eve for Zach, both strong choices. Eve is pretty high up my list as well.
It does sound, the audiobook sounds good for that one as well.
Yeah. Zach saying good to be reading Emperor of Rome because I have it, and why not? It's a good point. I'm really surprised that didn't make it. Really surprised. You're welcome, Amelia. I could change my mind about vulture capitalism once I've seen some reviews. It really depends on how dry it is. Yeah,
that's
agree.
the same. I think that's the same for any of them, really.
Yeah. It will be infuriating. Vulture capitalism is one that I'm interested in. Yes, thank you. I was starting to think I might be a bit insane for like putting it at the top of
I think it will be interesting. My library doesn't have it, so I don't know whether I'm going to be able to.
It's not out yet, is it? So it's not going to have it.
No, but it doesn't have it on like the books it's ordering in or anything.
Yeah, I see.
Dictionary people, wifedom, doppelganger, and codependent for Jennifer. Yeah, they
all sound good.
Yeah, pretty much all of them sound good.
They do. It's such a great list.
Didn't hear any of them except for Naomi Klein. Vulture capitalism, doppelganger are my top 2. Yes, Kate. Yes. Interested in so many, but already had doppelganger and some people need to kill it. Yeah,
I'd say some people need killing. I think after I saw it on your video, Jem. So
yeah, it does sound so good, and I don't know really anything about the Philippines and.
So the author's a journalist for that one, isn't it?
Yeah, so she spent like 6 years or something in the Philippines and interviewed loads of different people there to get like this story. So it sounds really.
I literally, I've got it. I clicked it on my Everend on it straight away. Yeah. I haven't started reading it, but I have clicked it. So.
Jack, I also have Emperor of Rome. Sorry, I've just.
I think she was surprised it wasn't on there. Yeah, surprised it wasn't long listed. We were all surprised it wasn't long listed, I think. But then she doesn't really need the publicity. Mary Beard is going to do well regardless, isn't she?
Yeah.
So is everyone just plodding at whatever book they choose? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think we should ask as well.
Yeah.
We've said like what's like your top 2 of interest, but maybe a different answer to which book you actually starting with.
I've got one for that.
Oh yeah, what are you starting with?
I started one today.
What did you start?
What have you started, Charlie?
I started listening to How to Say Babylon by Sophia Sinclair, and I have to tell you the audio. So this is on Everend, and the audio is amazing. And I already wrote down a quote, which I'll try and get the quote up.
I have ordered the audio on Libby, so I'm really pleased to hear the audio.
It was so one of the lines that's just one line. All my fear had given way to fire. I'm just like, that is just like.
And the good news is only 10 weeks to wait for me to get the audio.
And it's talking about things that I hadn't heard about. Like, so it's talking about things I hadn't heard about because it has the. Did you hear about the Coral Gardens incident in Montego Bay in the 1960s? So basically, a load of Rastafarians were killed, and it was really horrific. It's police brutality and stuff like that. So it's like it's such a already. I'm only very early doors with it, but it's already like launched very quickly into the narrative, into the. And it's amazing. So it seems really, really good.
What are you starting with, Alice? Doppelganger.
I'm going to start with Doppelganger. Because I don't know why out of these 2. Oh, because I think this is going to be like the one that's going to get called back by the library first. Holds on it, so I'm going to put my eggs into this basket. I also think this might be the quickest read out of these 2.
Yeah,
I think this one will take me longer.
Yeah, I think that's good.
But I could be wrong. So
I'm going to start with Some People Need Killing. I think.
Nice.
So yeah. Amelia, oh my god, just heard about 4 or 5 of these. I'm definitely interested in. Doppelganger, have to take a deep dive into what else. Yes, Amelia. Claire saying Thunderclap and the 3 Queens books. Nice. I love Dumas' Lorraine Margot. Oh, I've not read that. And I do like Dumas. So I'll have to check it out. How big is it though?
This could end up pushing us down other book tunnels, couldn't it?
Is this one of Dumas' ones like this?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
No, I'm thinking this is what my hand looked like if I hold Count of Monte Cristo.
Yeah, I know. I'm thinking the same.
Maybe about here.
Dumas makes me pinch a bit.
A safe bet for a book, and this is the good size.
Yeah.
You don't want to be going like that.
No.
Thunderclap and Intervals, top 2 for Isabel.
Well, that's a good top 2.
Elizabeth. Losing the plot. Twang and the Vultures. They tried dictionary people. Intervals, Codependent, A Flat Pace, Thunderclap, and Doppelganger. That's more than 2, Amelia. That's more than 2.
Yeah. I would add Flat Place as a Flat Place. I think if in terms of the one that, because obviously I've got to get through my Everan ones, but after that, the first one I'll get from Zigzag, I think is going to be A Flat Place.
I'm super interested in A Flat Place.
Yeah, it's because it's obviously it's not just talking. There's so many like elements in there, isn't it? Because it's also mental health as well as the physical flat places.
Yeah, I think Eve will be the first non-Everand that I attempt.
I've got A Flat Place reserved from the library, and I think it's already on the way, so that'll be quite soon, I think. And it's quite short.
How are we going to all read our actual shelves, though? How are we all going to read our actual shelves? Because this is a priority still for me. I still need to read my shelves.
Yeah, my shelves are absolutely doomed, which is why I haven't actually started Doppelganger yet, because bad things have happened to the giant TBR.
Charlie, you know that the only time to read your shelves is like November, December, and January. If you haven't read them in that time, it's just tough turnips, really, isn't it?
That's it. Christmas time, we're meant to read Christmassy books. We don't read Christmassy books. I don't think any of us read Christmassy books, do we?
If you haven't read them by February the 15th, you have to throw them all out and start again.
I'm trying to get my TBR down to 30 this year. That is genuinely my goal. I'm not even shitting you. Pardon me swearing. I'm not even like, I'm not
30?
Yep, 30. That's my goal. Just my physical TBR. I'm not touching my Kindle. The Kindle and audiobooks don't count. They don't count.
What is it at now?
I don't know. I think I counted at like 70. Okay, or 69 maybe. Is it 69 or 70?
I wanted to get mine down to 100 and I thought that was quite good.
But it doesn't count my ebooks. That doesn't include my ebooks.
I'll be quite pleased.
That doesn't include my ebooks.
No chance, mate. No chance.
Yeah, no, I think I'm going to just have to get rid of some of Carl's books downstairs because he doesn't really read them. And then I can have that extra shelf.
You know, our husbands will divorce us if we just continually shift their books off our shelves. I've tried that before.
I've gradually managed to put all of Jim's books onto only 2 shelves. He has 2 shelves out of all my billions of shelves.
My husband
Carl has 1. I'm suggesting that we get rid of that.
Richard's got 2 as well. Richard's got 2.
Oh dear. Oh, the balloons are back. Oh dear. Paris, Texas. I'll be on a plane for 9+ hours on Sunday. Ouch. So I might check out. Yeah, it's good for me. Though to be fair, when I'm on a plane, if I read, I just fall asleep. I'm just like
Happy Knitter's appeared. The lovely Martha's appeared, and it's Martha's birthday. I want to do a special shout out because it's Martha's birthday this weekend. So happy birthday to Martha. We love you.
Birthday. You need to get the balloons up again, Charlie.
Yeah, what was it? I did.
What's this?
No, it's not happening, is it?
What was it I did?
You've lost the magic touch.
People are going to be like, what is she doing?
I'm trying to get it up.
Oh, dear.
We've got Harry as a guest appearance as well.
Yay!
Oh, fireworks, that'll do.
Those fireworks are for you.
Fireworks, Harry.
Those are for you, Martha.
Harry.
And
Is
Harry.
it duck o'clock?
It is not duck o'clock, no. He's very, very, very early.
I did think it's a bit early for duck o'clock.
He's 2.25 hours early.
There is a film. There's a film of Lorraine Margot. If you haven't got time for the book, think French historical fiction, more sex and violence.
Well,
not exactly like the novel, but then Demar doesn't stick truth. I could watch the film, and I do love a bit of sex and violence. The Massacre of the Hugo. I don't know anything about that.
You guys are really
clever.
Chris
is here. Hello, Chris.
Hiya.
If the Women's Prize are going to have 2 lists going at once, they need to have a limit on how many pages a book.
Yes, please.
Or there should be some sort of like thing where you only have to work half days during the Women's Prize so that you have the extra time to read.
There you go.
See if we can get that through, HR.
I mean, it could be worse. We've only got 3 books out of 16. No, 4 books out of 16 that are over 500 pages.
And they might not be over 500 pages in actual reality.
They might just have lots of notes and stuff at the back and indexes and stuff.
Things. Yeah.
Oh, that's all right, lovely.
Hairdresser took a bit longer. It's all right. You got to enjoy a bit of I love going to the hairdresser on my own with no children.
It's got to be a lovely birthday treat.
Yeah, definitely. Shout out for Harry from Jack.
Yeah, Harry showing off the back of his head.
I can only be dreaming of getting my TBR down to 30. Agree. And I can also only be dreaming of having a TBR of 70. Same, Amelia. Same.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try.
Yeah. Shannon, will there be a pod type love hate book on this long list? Maybe.
Maybe the vulture capitalism.
Maybe vulture capitalism will be that book.
Maybe.
It's definitely splitting the audience so far.
Yeah. In terms of the books with the lowest ratings, I don't want to like bag anyone off because none of these books have actually got haven't got actual ratings. But the lowest rated, I think, what is it? Do I want to say it? No, I won't say it.
Didn't we say they all had over 4?
No, not all of them. There was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yes, 9 with 9, 10, 11. So I'll try it again. I can't count. Counting takes longer for me. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, 11, 12. So 12 out of the 16 are 4 stars or over. But obviously, there's not all of them are released, so bear that in mind because even though there's obviously some there are pre-ratings. You know, it's not. Yeah. So overall,
Jack's
it's a
got a migraine, so she's going to go lie down. Oh,
you rest up, lovely. We love you.
Feel better soon.
I'm just very aware of the time, so we're going to skip through these last few messages, and then I think we'll probably wrap up.
Yeah,
only because I haven't eaten and I'm getting quite hangry now.
we don't want to be on the receiving end of that. You'll turn like Harry, won't you? You'll start headbutting.
I'll scratch someone. Ben, you have to read all the notes in order to rate the books. Absolutely not.
This is lies.
Absolutely not.
I think we have all heard all the notes about all of them, surely. Like, do you mean the summaries, or do you mean like?
No, notes in the back.
Oh no!
And like these notes are like references to where she's got references from, so that's not.
That's not happening.
I'm not going to read that unless I'm really interested in that particular footnote. Then I might read it.
Oh my god, footnotes! Oh, I can't even with footnotes. No, that will make me go to sleep. Sorry.
Helly, having a TBI is pointless for me when I keep coming here and watching these.
Sorry.
Already read the 8 Flies this year, thanks to Jared and Charlie. Then all the Murderbot series, thanks to Miss Rita.
Oh, did you enjoy it, Kelly? Did you like it? Because that's like one of my favourite books. I love that book.
And that then makes me feel bad because I put it on my TBR and then I didn't read it. So, Kelly, I feel like you should replace me on BookTube because you actually read the books.
No, I don't read all the books. I don't make silly TBRs, even though I love your TBRs because your TBRs are my favourite thing, obviously.
Dear, we all have a list.
Yeah, I do.
Plodalong. Love that.
It's just not the rules. That's not the case.
It's so naughty. You're going to sit on the naughty step then.
Oh, dear. Such a treat to have you. Oh, thanks, Chris. That's so
you guys are so lovely. Oh, we've missed you all, haven't we?
We really have. We really have. So
we have so much fun with this.
Quickly mention that we are next live on Alice's channel on the let the ticker go across Sunday 25th of Feb at 3:00. And we're really excited because we have 2 amazing guests. We have Olive from A Book Olive and Amelia from Amelia Barlow Books. So we'll be talking non-fiction, women's pride, all those sorts of things. We do have some challenges and some controversial food-related questions for our guests. So if you want more of that sort of shenanigans, then 25th of March is the day. No, February.
Yeah, don't miss it. Don't go for the. We won't be there then.
25th of Feb. We're not going to make you wait that long. So yeah, would love to see you all there. And yeah, I guess we'll fill you in on what we have and haven't read from the non-fiction long list.
There's enough time to have read a couple, hopefully.
If you say so, Charlie.
A question from Ben. Please tell us when your fiction predictions are coming. Mine is it being edited at the moment. I think it'll be out on Sunday.
Mine is not yet finalised and filmed, so not yet.
I'm going to film mine next week when the kids go back. When the kids go back to school next week, I think I'm going to film mine.
Next week sometime, hopefully.
Yeah. Same for me.
So they're coming.
Oh, and Ben, is yours live now? Because is yours?
Ben is yours now. I saw Charlotte and Scott's came out today. I think. Yeah.
I think I maybe did see Ben's before we started. Did I?
I haven't watched it yet. Oh, that's a treat to watch after.
I'm so excited.
Everyone go watch Ben's predictions.
If they are in fact out.
I think they were. I'm sure they
were. Oh, thank you, lovely. Let the Plodalong begin. Yes, Ariane. Another season.
Get the fireworks up again. What was the fireworks?
Fireworks. Oh, thank you, Jennifer. When you said you have Amelia as a guest, my heart stopped.
We always have you as a special guest. You can come and
see you soon. Yes, thank you everybody for joining. It's been really lovely, and we will see you all very soon with another one. Bye, guys.
Bye.